Look, a lot of people have opinions about ayahuasca, and I'm sure people will be watching saying, "No, well, therapy's fine, or you don't need these drugs and medicines." But I mean, it's an incredible tool to get you to places that you might have never gotten to your whole life. And maybe there will be an experience one day that will simulate that with those receptors. But with ayahuasca, sometimes you're assured to go there and get what you need, not what you want, like you said. And then also, you make great points. Just because you saw it doesn't mean you've processed it. The hardest part of ayahuasca is doing the work afterwards. You've seen something, you have amazing information you wouldn't got anywhere else. But man, you better put in the work, which means meditate on that and then try to steer that ship. You're going to be frustrated when you get back home because no one else has changed. They don't want you to change. You changing is difficult. And then you have to put in the work. It'll feel like you're not making any progress. But I found after like a year, when I look back, I realized, okay, I actually am making some progress. But you got to keep putting it in every single day. Weirdly enough, when we started London Real, we started talking about ayahuasca right away. And I had my first ceremony about 6 episodes in. I was terrified because I thought if I talked about that, back then nobody was talking about psychedelics on the internet. And I actually thought that if the Bank of England saw that, I could never work in the city again. I was like, because I didn't know what I was doing. And people were like, you're going to get arrested. You shouldn't talk about that. I mean, all we do, nowadays people do like live videos where they're taking 10 grams of psilocybin. But back then nobody was doing it. And I remember being scared, but I did it, and it was, each episode helped me a lot. Then I didn't touch it for 5 years because, as you know, it's not something you want to just go do every weekend. There's nothing fun about it for me. It always takes me to really dark places, and she takes me to the woodshed and gives me a good old beating. And so then I went back to make the movie in Soltara, and I needed a push then to go. And then that was a big, big ceremony. And then I went back again last year.
I was going to say, you've been recently, haven't you?
Yeah, I went, I went in December, and I went a year before that. And that was the first time I actually pushed myself to go. And I just hadn't been for, I think, 5 years, Ollie. And I just thought, you know what? I just need to get back there. And I remember I was talking to my martial arts teacher before I went. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go to create the man that I need to be in a few years' time. That's what I meant. That like the leader I need to be, the father I need to be, and that guy has to go down there because that's the only way I'm going to become the person I need to be to serve the people around me. And that's how I did it. It was pretty powerful, and then I went a year later, and I must say, Ollie, the returns are a little diminished. I don't know if a year for me is enough time in between. But it definitely has these subconscious feelings as well. I can be with my kids and sometimes be really present afterwards. I can really feel gratitude, and not just practice gratitude in a journal. Big difference between feeling
I'll tell you what though, it's one thing, and you see these people that have, like I went to a Joe Dispenza thing in Spain. It was a 3-day event, loads of meditation, it was brilliant. And there was people there, and it was like, some people are like showing off because they've done it 6 times. And I was like, why have you been 6 times? It's the same thing every time. And this is what people end up doing, this mental masturbation when it comes to, therapy and stuff like that. And like you said, Brian, you have to put the work in. It's not about, like constantly going to these things, looking at YouTube videos, reading books, going on courses. If you're not putting in the work, it's
Investment Club. Today, I consider it the best investment that I've ever made. We get 4 projects presented a week by their associated CEOs. Personally, I'm completely blown away by the quality of these projects, and I know of nowhere else where I would be given this same opportunity. Each week that passes, I feel more appreciative of the fact that I'm a member of this group. The vibe was just tremendous. Everybody's on the same wavelength. We just clicked. Everybody listened to each other, enjoyed their company. It was just magical, magical. Take action. Don't take my word for it. Due diligence you need to do. And I really hope that someday down the road I see you in the club. It far exceeded expectations, without question.
You're not going to get the most out of it.
It's just a distraction like everything else. It's just like drinking and porn and everything else. I agree. And look, I would never judge anybody on how they do their medicine, but when I hear you've had 88 ayahuasca ceremonies and you're going every 2 weeks, I'm thinking, really? And maybe the same with some of these personal development things. It's like, what are you doing? and they're good questions to ask because you got to put the work in. And and those issues don't really, they don't go away. You just get better at them.
Yeah.
Like you said, stop fighting. And I've got issues with me and how I parent and my relationships, and I just got to keep chipping away at them every day.
Surrender.
And then go back sometimes to get a reminder.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
You got me fired up to go back.
Really? It's been what, 6 years for you? 7 years?
Yeah.
There'd probably be a benefit there.
Yeah, no, I think definitely. I was supposed to go to Portugal recently, but I think really for me, I mean, there's nothing like going to the jungle in Costa Rica or go to Peru. When you're in the heart of that jungle, it's unbelievable, isn't it? You are connected. Yeah. You are part of it. And that's when I can remember this one time. It was absolutely incredible because everyone's doing their journey, and it's a madhouse, isn't it? It
can be a little crazy in there.
It can be a little crazy, but I can remember everyone. I think it was the second one, and everyone, it's like 6 or 8 hours in, and everyone was starting to wake up. I can always remember this. It went really quiet in this room in the Maloka, and then it just took one person that said, "I love you." And then every person started saying it, and it was this incredible connection all the way around the room it was just amazing just to hear that. It's just like, bah, 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 bah. It was just this connectivity I've never felt before. It was. So when we talk about we're all connected, we literally are.
Amen.
Not by matter.
And they say set and setting is really important for any kind of a psychedelic experience.
Yeah.
And that's one thing ayahuasca has really well, and Soltara does well. First of all, you got the Shipibo shamans. So this is something they've been doing for a long time, and they know what they're doing. You got the medicine, that they make, and then the whole ceremony. It's all done really well. The facilitators are really good. So when you're in there, everybody has the I took mushrooms in Amsterdam story, and I have one of those too. That's not the way to do it. No. But you want to be in a place where you're taken care of, there's ceremony involved, you're with a bunch of people with great intentions, like you said, and it can really change the experience.
Yeah.
But again, it has to call you, which is interesting. The people there always say they never try to tell people to do it, but it plants a seed. For me, I was listening to a Joe Rogan Experience with Aubrey Marcus, in my flat in London, and that's the first time I heard it mentioned, and then it was 18 months until I actually had my first ceremony. But it planted a seed, and I went and followed it like you did, and it took me to where I needed. It was a calling. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.